offensively. Offensively, first 5 offensive linemen are going to be okay, and both Garrett and Neil had really good camps.
How do you use him?
Hal, like I said, Hal and I have been talking football for 35 years together, and he's brought some things, like I say, every year 15 to 20%, you got to kind of tweak, and we use some of his ideas to go with our stuff, and I thought it worked out pretty good.
You spoke about the offensive line. The first 5 are going to be ready. I mean, Are you ready to say who those first 5 are?
Well, the guys you see out here every day are the ones. Those are them. Lasecki, Gottschalk, and Seaver Meyer had a good camp. I thought Rice kid really came on pretty good too. And Ben Hughes played center and guard, did a good job. And I think by the time we add our depth in there with our true freshmen coming in, we'll be pretty good.
How much does spring practice? How much is an evaluator is that for you? How much significance do you put in that?
It's you can evaluate some positions and some positions you can't. I was really impressed with 34. He's going to be the real deal. I see why Texas.
Junior and senior football players that are doing autographs, please make your way to the autograph tent now, please.
Really smart, can block,
Juniors
and
and
I think
seniors
in our stuff,
for autographs, please make your way off the field and over to the autograph tent. Thank you.
How big of a competition is there?
Well, we've got a lot of depth. I thought Lincoln Richards really stepped up and grew up this spring. I would have liked to have seen more of Jonathan Yanga because he really got to play a little bit last year too. Pope and Rambo had great camps, and Seals really has improved. So we got some depth in there, and I think it'll be pretty good, pretty fun to watch.
June, to what extent do you think Garrett looks more settled now than what he did last year?
Well, I think he's throwing the ball more accurately because he's more comfortable where everybody's going to be. And even though we still have the second, third groups, there's a lot of young guys in there. He kind of knew where they're supposed to be and threw the ball where they're supposed to be. So last year he didn't do that. So kind of created him, but we didn't do a lot of the QB run stuff this spring. But that's a whole other feature that he gives us that we didn't have realized I had at the first of last season.
You think you got a really good asset there with Traylon Shedd's hands coming out?
Yeah, Traylon Shedd he's a big-time football player. I really like him, and he's going to be good in what we do.
What did you see out of Nate Halverson this spring? It seems like he was getting a lot of reps.
Nate makes a lot of plays. He played receiver in high school and made a ton of plays in their high school tape. Just this spring, he comes down with the ball and he makes plays. His legs got kind of tight the last 7 days or so he didn't run quite like he normally runs early at practice. But he knows what we expect of him now. He'll come in the fall and be more like a sophomore than a freshman.
Make sure that you register
Marcus Hunt,
at game 2.
talk about how far he's come from
from day one to now is night and day. He didn't even know how to put his hand down and get in his stance. And, I felt like the first year if we just could teach him to get off the ball and block kicks, that would be a plus. And he did that. I don't know how many blocks his first year, but every year he just kept getting better. And I knew that he would because he's very smart, very conscientious, and I think he's going to be a first round pick. But no worse than middle top of the second round.
I mean, as NFL guys, when they look at him, they see what? Potential?
Well, I think they see, when they really look at it, they realize he's a pretty damn good football player right now, but the things that he's inefficient on, he's going to get better because that's all he's going to do. He's not going to mess with school. He's not going to be messing with playing the piano. He's going to be, rushing the passer. He's a smart kid, and he'll figure that out.
How nice is it to get this big of a crowd of fans out here to watch the last spring game and have all the events going on, unlike,
Well, it's nice. I mean, the people at SMU have supported the program for a long time, and we still just got to keep growing the base. And it's good to see all the recruits out here. It's good to see a whole lot of interest in the SMU program.
Chris Banjo signed yesterday with the Jacksonville Jaguars. How rare is it to sit out of football for a year, then get a crack at it, get a contract? Have you had other guys who've done that?
Not in the NFL, but I have in the CFL. And that's where I thought he would end up. But you know, when you run 4.4 in a pro timing day, they take another look. So that's what happened to him. He came and ran 4.38, 4.40, and you know, obviously that opened up some eyes.
Everybody else, please make your way.